First of all, I need to be clear about this. I find all nepotism annoying. As somebody who never had connections to anything, I always found in our business, because it's rampant in broadcasting.
Yes,
super.
Of course.
Like if your dad or mom was a big broadcaster, if you go look around in sports, you'll see there are a lot of broadcasters calling NFL games. Joe Buck's been on since he was like 23, right? The Alberts.
Alberts.
Nepotism is huge in broadcasting. It always annoys me, just to be clear. So get that out the window.
What about the Van Gundys getting the broadcast?
No. Poor Jeff probably wishes there was more nepotism. He can't get a head coaching job.
Right.
Although he may be on his way now because he got a chip with the Celtics as an assistant. Now he's going, I think, to Houston. No. San Antonio, maybe. I forget. Clippers. I forget. Anyways, I was saying that my son was in my comments when I put up a video where I was complaining about the Bronny James thing.
Peace to my son.
Peace to my son. Love my son. And by the way, we're in each other's comments a good amount about things generally. But he was like, nah, Rosenberg, you're way off on this. It wasn't a matter of off. It was a matter of perspective. I know my son's perspective. He's seeing it as a beautiful thing to see a black father who has the power to give his son a job that he doesn't deserve.
Right. Under the umbrella of finally some black privilege. Quote unquote.
Yes. Now,
white privilege been here forever.
Right. Now, for the record, guys, LeBron is not the first rich, powerful black man to give his kid a job
in the NBA.
But in this capacity.
and by the way, and let's take it a step further, in a league that literally was built on black athleticism.
For sure.
Like many leagues.
But wouldn't it be the example of the reason this is striking a chord with people is because nepotism is generally more like your kid is able to just get.
Yeah, but now we're splitting hairs, man.
No. This is different, though. No. This league isn't a league where jobs are given out.
No, but that's not. But that's the other part of it. Behind the scenes, general managers, agents,
they're not owners, players.
But it doesn't matter.
It does.
Owners, the handing off of teams, like all of that.
But that is different than players.
Well, no, but so
if drafting a player who's not ready to play,
but here's why it's different.
Is different.
But here's the piece that you're missing.
Okay,
black people in sports haven't even had access to ownership, to front office jobs like that, to head coaching jobs like that, to being agents, powerful agents. That's all new. Like Rich Paul is very new. Like this is all happening right now.
Powerful agents.
So the behind the scenes jobs haven't existed for that many black people to have enough influence and power, where they're general managers and these things. So move that aside.
They have got, over the last 20 years, it's been a thing.
Yeah, but it hasn't been like, no, we're hiring my son. My son, I'm the general manager. Now my son is going to run the whatever, because there's an owner of the team that ain't black and don't give a damn about your black family a lot of times.
Right,
a lot of times.
Yes.
But this is the first time that we've seen someone public-facing, powerful, dominant, successful, beloved, also exercising privilege. Like at this level. Like we haven't seen it at this level.
And
it's because the reason it's such a thing, though, is because it's a player.
Right.
That's why it's a thing.
Right. But
Jalen Brunson's dad
is
being brought to New York because we want to sign Jalen Brunson. We're going to give your dad a job here, too. Happy family. That's not a big story because his dad's a coach.
That's right.
This is a big deal because it's you have 2 draft picks.
But I'm agreeing with you, but that's why people like it.
Because it's so overt?
Yes.
God, okay. I hear you.
No, that's why the people who like it is because you're talking about a population that represents 14% of the population, but literally drives all of the entertainment, but has none of the wealth value to show for it. As far when you look around at black job, quote unquote, black jobs, black wealth, black home ownership, black anything.
So the thing that I'm not enjoying about the story is actually precisely what people enjoy about the story.
Yes.
The overt exercising of
power.
Yes. Even though in this case it's different than we've seen in a lot of other circumstances, not just because they're black, but because it's a player.
Right. In a completely different scenario. Okay, this has nothing to do with
I bet I know where to go. Go ahead.
The OJ trial. I've
been thinking OJ the whole time. It's literally like...
No, it's not about whether or not OJ's killed the woman. It's the fact that he had enough money and power to beat a system that he hasn't been able... That black people or people who look like him haven't been able to beat.
100%. And that's what I assumed the disconnect is. My part about it that I didn't like is really just nerdy. It's just about the storytelling part of it. I loved the idea of the Bronny LeBron story. The same way I thought it was beautiful to see Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. get to play on the Mariners together. Ken Griffey Sr. at that point could not play.
Right, they brought him back.
He was batting like 140 and was 40-something years old. The Mariners drafted the kid, as he was known, and then went out and got his dad, like, you're going to play with your dad. We got you.
Cool story.
And it was a beautiful story.
Sold jerseys.
So the only thing that I thought was, so there was this video moving around when Bronny got drafted, and they did it with music, and they show the videos of Bronny as a kid on the court with his dad. It is so heartwarming, like seeing this baby boy out there with his dad,
Right.
and then they're growing, and they're growing, and they're growing, and I'm like, oh my God, I love it. I'm into it.
That's right.
But then when it gets to draft night, and you see the whole family cheer, I'm like, this part of the story sucks because it's his dad who made the phone call.
And he's sitting down.
That's the only thing I didn't like. Is like, I just wish it was that he got drafted for real.
And that's the part I love.
Yeah, and that's the disconnect.
Yeah,
That's the part I love.
But
I
at
get
the
what
same
you're
I
time,
get both sides.
But at the same time, let's not act like this is not great for the Lakers. They're going to make a ton of
But they're
money.
going to sell jerseys.
Yeah, this is.
God.
That's why it's happening.
Whether you think Bronny is good or not, or pro ready or not, that's not even the point.
Right.
The point is the ratings.
Right, and the NBA, this is going to go crazy. Everybody, my wife
Because guess what?
Watch basketball.
Guess what? We're all tuning in the first night they play together.
Of course.
for sure.
Right.
100%. We don't know when that'll be and if that'll be.
If it may not happen.
The way he's looking
Because
at
he
Summer
may ride
League,
the
I
bench.
don't know when that's going to be.
It may not happen.
It may never happen.
Yeah,
and
be on the
then there's the
bench.
other part of the story. Let's remove all of the storytelling and what it means for black people and wealth. Just a family story. I hope Bronny is up for it. Because it really is a stressful. That is a hard spot.
So the
That
one
first
thing
shot.
I've been saying the whole time.
Bro.
This is the one thing I've been saying the whole
Don't break.
time. The whole thing I've been saying the whole time is I hope this is what Bronny wants.
Yeah, I was thinking
I
about
hope
that too.
this is truly what he wanted. I want to play with my dad, and yes, Dad, this is my dream.
And
I
it's
hope
more
that's-
And it
important
doesn't
than
feel like
anything.
it.
And
It
it-
doesn't feel like it.
No, he said it. He said it.
Well, he said it first.
But it
No,
doesn't
first he said he
feel.
didn't. He was like, I just want to play.
Well, no,
That's
his
what he
dream was to play. But then
Right.
after the draft, I saw him talking, and he was like, look, I'm happy about this. Like, this is a dream come true.
So I hope he feels that way because here's the risk that they took by drafting him so fast, right? Was that if he's not ready, if your dream was to play with your dad, cool, because we might get that one. That looks like it's going to happen. But if your goal was just to be a great player, was this the best developmental path for you getting there? Now, people say his work ethic is so insane, and it obviously is, because most rich kids, let's be honest, if anyone in this room, all due respect, was born to LeBron James.
Of course.
None of us would be in the league. We'd be hanging out, promoting parties. I'd have a record label. We wouldn't have been up every day. So Bronny's a special kid.
No, he's worked for it.
He's worked for it. So the hope is he'll get to be able to keep doing that and make it. The hard part is, though, if it's not easy early and the pressure mounts and his teammates are looking at him like,
Well, so here's the other part. The other part of the Bronny thing, because I have watched him in Summer League and I have been kind of watching the coverage of him. The headline has been his defense. The headline has been his athleticism. Like, yes, there's a clip going around of him shooting an air ball. His dad shot an air ball this year. Like, his dad puts up an air ball.
Well, his dad's old, man. It's hard to get these shots up.
But I'm just saying, like, it happens, right? But when you look at the totality of the work and what he's making an effort to do, the story has been his athleticism, his work ethic, and his defense. That's been the story. And if he hangs his hat on that and he's like, listen, that's why I'm here. I'm here to D up. I'm here to D up in multiple positions and be a role player. I think he can have a lot of success. And if later on he finds his shot and finds his confidence and these other things, that can definitely happen. There's so many NBA players. This is why they have G League. This is why they have Summer League, who are not pro ready that come out of college.
Well,
especially when you're talking about one and dones.
For sure. I mean, they don't all get 4-year, $12 million deals or whatever Bronny got, but there are lots of people who are in that league. Well, that's the interesting part, too. There are dudes down there in that summer league playing for their livelihood.
That's right.
Yep.
You know, that's what the G League is. Yeah. There are 33-year-olds in the G League being like, I just want to get on a team one more time. Grown men.
That's right.
Being like, I just want to play one more time.
I got sent back.
Yeah, I was there for a minute. If there's so many, the league is filled with players who go up and down, get 10-day contracts, go back to the G League. So it is going to be, listen, it's going to be a super interesting story.